If I am audible, please write yes in the live chat so that I can be able to know. Very good evening, guys. Please wait for a couple of minutes. I will start the masterclass at 5 p.m. sharp. Yeah. Hey all, it's 5 o'clock. Let's start the masterclass. Who is Ethnos? Ethnos is the platform who provides training in technical and as well as non-technical domains. And we provide training to the students who are in final year or pre-final year. For technical, we provide training on C, Core Java, Advanced Java, MySQL, Python, JavaScript, Node.js, HTML5, CSS, AWS, and many more. And for non-technical domains, we provide the training on quantitative aptitude, reasoning, soft skills, career skills, etc. Ethnos also provides the company-specific training, and we help the students with the interview questions as well as answers. And Ethnos has placed many students in the multinational companies, especially in TCS, Wipro every year. So we are helping the students to fulfill their dreams and the goals. So we are doing this for the last 14 years. Hey guys, so it's me. My name is Vikas Sharma. I am a master trainer. I have trained more than 50k plus students in VIT, NIT, etc. And I am having 6 plus years of experience in the IT sector, being a senior trainer and senior developer. So welcome to all of you to the masterclass of technical interview. I hope most of you attended and enjoyed the masterclass on Tuesday and yesterday, that is Wednesday. If you have missed any past sessions, no problem, you can watch again. We are sharing the masterclass playlist of past sessions. Just see the chat box. Yes, live chat. You can see that in the live chat, masterclass playlist has been shared. You can get from there. Today I am presenting most frequently asked questions in the interview and what should be the answers. Hope this gonna be very interesting in this masterclass. So let's start the show with the interesting questions and answers. Cool. So let's start with the first question in the screen. Explain the functionality of the linked list. Yes, this is the most frequent asked question in the interview. Explain the functionality of the linked list. Your answer should be linear data structures not stored in the contiguous locations, that is contiguous memory locations. Third, separate object with a data part and address part. And fourth is start from the head and follow through the link. In double linked list or double linked list implementation of the list and DQ interfaces, where you can implement all optional list operations and permits all the elements, including null. So this should be answer for the first question. So let's go to the second question. What are the 4 basic principles of object-oriented programming system, that is OOPS? This is also the most frequent asked question in the interview, and your answer should be encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, and polymorphism. So let's start all these principles one by one in more details. In case of encapsulation, the different objects inside of each program will try to communicate with each other automatically. Before that, you can see there is one term, OOPS, that is object-oriented programming system. What is it? Object-oriented programming combines a group of variables, or you can say properties and functions or methods into a unit that is called an object. And these objects are organized into the classes where individual objects can be grouped together. OOPS also can help you consider the objects to analyze the objects in a program's code and the different actions that could happen in relation to the objects. So that is why we have 4 pillars or principles of OOPS: encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, and polymorphism. In abstraction, it is like an extension of encapsulation. It is one of the most important concepts of object-oriented programming, where you can hide certain properties and methods from the outside code to make the interface of the objects very simpler. Third is inheritance, when the subclass or child class acquires all the properties and behavior from the parent class. So using this concept, programmers can extend the functionality of the code's existing classes to eliminate the repetitive code. And fourth one is polymorphism, when one task is performed by several ways, that is called the polymorphism. This polymorphism is derived from two Greek words. First is poly and the other one is morphs. Poly means many and morphs means forms. So if you combine, it will become many forms. This concept will allow the programmers to redefine the way something that will work by changing it, how it is done, or by changing the parts in which it is done. So these are all the major principles of the object-oriented programming system. I hope all of you have understood all these principles of object-oriented programming system. So let's go to the third question for today's masterclass. Yes, what is a software development lifecycle? It is also called as SDLC, that is software development life cycle. You can see the life cycle, you can see this pie chart over here. So I will discuss each and every point in more details. So in software development life cycle, that is SDLC, it consists of planning, then we have analysis, we have design, third, fourth implementation, fifth is testing and integration, sixth is maintenance. 6 steps are there we have in the software development life cycle. First is the planning. In planning, business prerequisites are acknowledged in this phrase. Meeting with the supervisors or partners and the customers are held to decide the prerequisites, like who is going to use the software application first. Second is how is the software application going to be used. Third is what information is the software going to process. So these are general inquiries that get replied during the prerequisites acknowledgement stage. Second is requirement analysis or analysis. The stage of the requirements analysis is the most important in software development lifecycle. It is usually performed by the senior members of the software development team along with the marketing and industry experts. So this is the crucial part of the project where the software development team and leadership must understand the essence of the software that to be developed, as well as the specifics of the business case and the potential positioning of the software that is being developed against the products of the competitors, or you can say in other clients. Third is design. Design is also very important because the outcome of the work of the software architects is the system design specification, that is called as SDS, and this document sometimes is also called the design document specification. The best scenario is that the SDS is reviewed by the important stakeholders of the project from different outlooks, such as risk assessment, product robustness, design modularity, budget and time constraints. And the best design model is then discussed and selected by the product. So this is all about for design. Fourth is implementation. That is also very important because the complexity of the stage heavily depends on the outcome of the previous two stages. As the reason is, the more experience and the brain power the analytics, architects and the developers have, the less time and documentation is needed in the design phase. Fifth is testing and integration. Although this stage is also called testing because in real life the situation is that faults found in the software in the testing phase that will lead back to the development phase and then back to the testing phase in the circles until the software finally reaches the necessary quality. So that is why testing and integration both are very, very important in case of development in the software. Sixth is maintenance. Yes, if you develop the application, after that you have to maintain also the application or software, whatever you have developed. So ignoring the technical side of the phase, this is when the software is released to alpha or beta version or the stable state and the feedback starts to come in. The whole software development process can also be planned over several iterations, especially when it comes to agile, where the main focus is to release a working product as soon as possible and implement different features later on. So that is why maintenance is also very important in the software development lifecycle. I hope all of you have enjoyed this question as well as answers. What answers you have to deliver if you face this question in the interview. Now let's go to the question number 4. What is keys in the database? As we have so many keys, primary key, super key, candidate key, alternate key, so many keys are there. So let's discuss one by one. First is the primary key. So primary key is a column or set of columns in a table that uniquely identifies tuples, or you can say rows in that table. In other words, you can say that primary key is a set of one or more fields or columns of a table that uniquely identify a record in a database table. It cannot accept null or duplicate values. Only one candidate key can be the primary key. Second one is super key. Super key is a set of one or more columns or attributes to uniquely identify rows in a table. Third is candidate key. A super key with no redundant attribute, that is known as the candidate key. Redundant attribute means unnecessary attribute or data. A super key with no redundant attribute is known as the candidate key. Next we have alternate key. Out of all candidate keys, only one gets selected as the primary key and the remaining keys are known as the alternate or secondary keys. Then we have composite key, a key that consists of more than one attribute to uniquely identify rows, also known as the records and tuples in a table, that is called as the composite key. And last we have foreign key. Foreign keys are the columns of a table that points to the primary key of another table. That means suppose in one table if we have ID, if it is considered as the primary key, in other table we have ID, that will be considered as the foreign key. They act as a cross reference between the tables. Next we have question number 5. Explain about joins, views and triggers. So let's start with the joins. In joins we have inner join, left join, right join, full join. But the thing is, what is join in SQL or database? A join clause that is used to combine the rows from two or more tables, that is based on a related column between them. So we have inner join. The inner join keyword selects all the rows from both the tables as long as the condition satisfies. Then we have left join. Left join returns all the rows of the table on the left side of the join and matching the rows for the table on the right side of the join. In right join, it is similar to the left join, but the difference is that this join will return all the rows of the table on the right hand side of the join and matching the rows for the table on the left hand side of the join. Then we have full join. Right join, similar to the left join, this join returns all the rows of the table, but in case of full join, the concept will be different. It will return all the records when there is a match in either left or the right table. That is the concept of the full or outer join. Now what is view? A view always shows up to date data. The database engine recreates the data using the views SQL statement every time a user queries a view. What is trigger? A database trigger is a procedural code that is automatically executed in the response to certain events on a particular table or view in the database. The trigger is mostly used for maintaining the integrity of the information on the database. Now let's go to the question number 6. List different advantages of DBMS, Database Management System. First is reducing data redundancy. We have to reduce the data redundancy. Sometimes we can get the redundant data, that is also called as unnecessary data. So we have to reduce. Second is data sharing or sharing of data. Third is data integrity. Fourth is we have to secure our data security. Fifth is we have to maintain the privacy. We have to maintain the privacy as well as we have to maintain the privileges which is required to make our data private, that is privacy. Then backup and recovery. Whatever the data we need as a backup, we can keep as a backup, and after that we can recover that particular data which you have kept as a backup. And then we have data consistency. So these are some advantages of DBMS. Guys, we have our Telegram channel. If you haven't joined, please join our Telegram channel so that you can get the latest updates on the interview questions, then mock papers, sample papers, test, live classes and many more. So please join our Telegram channel now so that you can get all the updates whatever you require. So let's go to the question number 7. What is database management system? Yes, this is also the question which you can get most of the time in the interview. DBMS software primarily functions as an interface between the end user and the database, simultaneously managing the data, the database engine and the database schema in order to facilitate the organization and the manipulation of the data. I hope all of you can see the question number 7 for today's masterclass on the technical interview. I hope all of you are enjoying. Whoever are seeing this masterclass. So let's go to the question number 8. What is database schema? The term schema refers to the organization of data as a blueprint of how the database is constructed, divided into database tables in case of the relational databases. The formal definition of the database schema is a set of formulas, also called as sentences, called integrity constraints imposed on the database. Yes, I can see one question. Jiva is asking, this question belongs to which department? This question belongs to the IT, CS, EC, all the departments. If you belong to CS or IT or EC, you can face or you might face these questions in the interview if you are shortlisted for the MNCs. So in the technical interview or technical round, you might face this kind of questions. Now, next we have what is the difference between the foreign key and the primary key. So, in primary key is used to ensure the data in the specific column that is unique, and foreign key, it is a column or group of columns in the relational database that provides a link between the data in both the tables. So this question is also the most frequently asked question for the interview perspective. So second point we have in the screen, it uniquely identifies a record in the relational database table, and for the foreign key it refers to the field in a table which is a primary key of another table. Third is only one primary key is allowed in the table, but in case of foreign key more than one foreign key are allowed in a table. Fourth point is it is a combination of unique and not null constants. And fourth point for the foreign key is it can contain duplicate values and a table in the relational database. Fifth point is it doesn't allow null values, and in case of foreign key it can also contain the null values. Sixth point is its value cannot be deleted from the parent table in the primary key. For foreign key its value can be deleted from the child table. And seventh point is it constant can be implicitly defined on the temporary tables, but in case of foreign key it constants cannot be defined on the local or global temporary tables. So next and the final question is, what is the difference and similarity between the C and C++? These are also the most frequent asked questions in the interview you can face. So in C, I am starting with the C. C does no support or doesn't support polymorphism, encapsulation and inheritance, which means that C doesn't support the object-oriented programming language. That's it. In case of C++, it supports all the features or the concept of the object-oriented programming language. It supports polymorphism, encapsulation, inheritance because it is an object-oriented programming language. Second is C is a subset of C++, and in C++, C++ is a subset of C. Third point is C contains 32 keywords. Yes, total keywords is 32. In case of C++, C++ contains 52 keywords. Fourth point is for the development of code, C supports the procedural programming. In case of C++, it is known as the hybrid language because C++ supports both procedural and object-oriented programming language or paradigms. Fifth point is data and functions are separated in C because it is a procedural programming language. In case of C++, data and functions are encapsulated together in the form of an object in the C++. Sixth point is C doesn't support information hiding, but in case of C++, data is hidden by the encapsulation to ensure that data structures and operators are used as intended. So hope all of you have enjoyed the technical interview questions in this masterclass. I hope you liked it for sure with the answers. And more questions for technical interview, you will get the update on the Telegram channel. If you haven't joined, please join our Telegram channel so that you can get the regular updates. And guys, we have one platform, name is Urguru, where we provide the mock interviews. Many students have faced the mock interview on this platform. Now it's your turn. Get interviewed by professionals working in your dream companies. And website is www.eguru.oo. Now, in the next slide, I will discuss the problems. First is how to do practicing for the interview and how to get advice and help from an industry expert. Second is rightly connected. In case of rightly connected, getting the interviewed from the specific industry and specific domain expert. What should be your right path? What should be the right track? All you can get the guidance. So this is the problem. Third is confidence and at the right time. It is the point where you can schedule at the relevant time and at any place. Fourth is only out of 10 students you can get selected in product or the core company interviews. And industry experts complain about the lack of preparation from the students. So these are all the problems. Now, what is the solution? Solution is in the next slide. Solution is www.eguru.oo. You can register over here to book your seat and get chance to face the interview with the industry expert and professionals. What questions you might face and what should be the answers, you will get the whole guidance. Now in the next slide, you can see the key features of the eGuru. First is on-demand video sessions, then playback, review and get mentored. Third is mobile sessions for low bandwidth internet, then get eGuru scorecard with the rating. Yes, you can get the eGuru scorecard as well as with the rating. Then 300 plus companies selection and interview formats you can get. You can connect with the professionals across 30 to 40 top industries, anytime, anywhere interview and the counseling. These are some key features of the eGuru platform. Next, how the eGuru works. First, you have to select your preferred industry and function. Second is the schedule. You can choose your convenient time and get connected with the best industry and company experts. Third is the session. Interviews are conducted through video call and you can get immediate feedback from the expert. Now, how will be the breakup for the mock interview? This is a slide for the mock interview breakup. So per interview will be 35 minutes. Why? Because 2 minutes for the setup, 3 minutes for the icebreaker, 10 minutes for the resume build up and project you have to represent, then another 10 minutes for the industry specific. Here will be the discussion and some industrial or project training related query if you have done any. Then last 10 minutes for the mentoring, where you can get the guidance for what questions you might face and what should be the answers, your body language, your communication and technical skills, your positive attitude, etc. So this is the breakup for the mock interview in the eGuru platform. So eGuru in numbers, you can see 25,000 plus users, but now it has been increased more. Now it becomes 50k plus users, 5,000 plus experts, then 35,000 plus interviews we are conducting for you guys. Then rating is 4.7, that is the average rating. Clients, we have our clients IIT Bombay, IIT Madras, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Roorkee, then BITS Pilani University, IIT Guwahati, IIT Gandhinagar, IIT Ropar, IIT Bhubaneswar and IIT Hyderabad. So these are all the clients. So how the students and what students speak about eGuru. You can see the students who have faced the mock interview in the eGuru, they had a very good experience and very challenging experience with us in the eGuru platform. I hope you will also enjoy. So don't wait, please book your seat now, enroll today itself in the eGuru platform. So this is the UI, that is the user interface of the eGuru platform. Hope you will like this UI. So guys, only limited seats are available. Please don't wait. Don't wait, you can enroll for the mock interview by logging on www.eguru.oo and clicking on buy interview in the dashboard. So buy and book your seat now. We have one best offer for you guys. We are sharing the coupon code. In the coupon text box, you can enter the coupon code FEST 2020, that is FEST 2020, and apply the coupon. Get 30% discount to get chance in the Urguru platform to face mock interview. So this is a limited paid offer which will valid until 30th November 2020. So guys, hurry up and book your seat now. Go to the Urguru platform and enroll and book your seat so that you can get into the Urguru platform to face mock interview with the industry expert. So please avail the offer now. Coupon code will be shared. Just see the chat box or live chat. Yes, already the website has been shared and coupon code also has been shared by the co-host. You can get from the live chat, that is FEST 2020. And guys, tomorrow is the masterclass of HR interview by Miss Pratibha. Please don't miss. You can join at 5 p.m. evening. You will receive the YouTube link in our Telegram channel also. So thanks to all of you for joining us. Yes, HR interview YouTube link also has been shared in the live chat. You can see, you can get from there. You can join tomorrow at same time, 5 o'clock evening. So link will also shared in the Telegram channel. You can get from there also, and you can join tomorrow. You can join also our Facebook channel as well as the Instagram channel. You can follow. So thanks to all of you for joining us. Please join tomorrow also at the same time for the HR interview. That will be taken by Miss Pratibha. So bye bye. See you again.